Welcome back to Hack City. Joe DeLeone, Sean Anderson, two former college football players from the University of Rhode Island. We are here to break down FCS Week 10. It feels insane to say that. Season's basically done. We've got two games we're going to get to. Youngstown State at NDSU. Shocking spoiler prediction there. It's going to be an ass whooping.
Okay.
Tarleton at Abilene Christian. Grimace on Grimace crime. The balls will be out. And, of course, FC estimates. Today's episode, reminder to our folks at home, is presented to you by our good friends over at FanDuel. We're playing this game hurt, folks. This has been 3 days of playing this game hurt.
I'm healthier than ever. I'd like to put that out. I love this time of year when Joe starts collapsing internally, and then I get a second wind living off my fat.
But
you eat a burger, I bet your sickness goes away. I'm not joking. Get a big greasy Five Guys burger and just go to work.
That actually sounds good too.
Honest to God, get some healthy, unhealthy stuff in you.
Well, it's not like I don't eat ground beef for most of my dinners.
I think maybe you give yourself a yearly lead poisoning with whatever pan that you're cooking it in.
Probably. Yeah, I don't know. I always have like this November catching an annoying cold that doesn't go away. I was saying this to Ryan earlier. I hate that when you turn 26, 27, you suddenly feel 30, and whenever you get sick, it doesn't go away for like a week.
I don't get that.
That doesn't happen to you?
No.
Yeah, eat shit.
When I get sick, I want to die just like every other man, and then I get over it. You act like a baby for about 12 hours. You go to bed early one night. You don't drink for a week, and guess what? You're probably feeling pretty good.
Well, I mean, that's
how most men operate, Joe. We don't have your
This is how
GPU.
This is how I've operated, though. I've still put in 10 to 12-hour days over the last 3 days, dickhead. I don't want to hear that.
I'm not saying you are.
I'm
not saying you're not. I'm just saying.
I'm tired of being sick, man. I'm going to cough all over your bathroom.
Sick.
I'm going to cough all over your bedroom and everything when you're at work tomorrow.
Walking into General Hospital when I get home.
Okay.
Oh, this is nice. I can finally.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Today's episode is presented to you by FanDuel. One of my favorite bets of the week, Tennessee -3.5 against that awful, just underperforming, overrated Oklahoma team. If anyone wants to tail me on that bet, go on over to FanDuel where you can bet on this weekend's college football action, NFL action, whatever you're looking for. NBA's in full swing, NHL's in full swing, World Series, whatever it is. Go on over.
World Series was nice to the kid last night.
I didn't watch a second of it.
I'm just going to say it. $300+ on the World Series. Won last night.
I'm proud of you.
Let's go Blue Jays.
Starting to make some money over here. North Dakota State takes on Youngstown State. And while Youngstown State has been a positive story, a rising team in the ballots of stats perform voters, they're not ready for the bloodbath that is about to come towards them. That being the buzzsaw of North Dakota State, a team good enough that it is rated in Bill Connolly's S&P Plus metric. Has it been the 30s? They continue to be in the top crop of Power 4 teams, which is absolutely insane to say. I think they should just go to the college football playoff. That's not going to happen.
That'd be awesome. Take Memphis' spot. If Memphis loses, can we get NDSU in there?
In all seriousness, I would much rather see, because there's no good G5 team this year. They're all beating each other. Whoever goes is going to get completely dog walked. I'd rather watch NDSU go out there. But I digress. This team is phenomenal. Cole Payton and company are completely dogging everybody that they play. But our good old boy Bo Brungard is going to brung it up all over.
Hold on. I didn't hate it because I know everyone's trying to make Bo jokes like Bo. You know, it's a good sports name. Bo. No, I want
Brungard. That's sick.
God,
brung out a ass whooping.
Lester Nygaard.
No,
Lester Brungard. He's fleeing the interview. I'm sorry. That's not that deep of a cut, but. God, yeah, this is you start thinking of some Brungard stuff, okay? I'm going to talk about NDSU a little bit.
Brung down the house.
Oh, that's not bad. Hard for Brungard.
Okay, well, we didn't have to go there.
We got
we got to have a little
first 15 seconds of the show. We have balls out. You said balls out.
But balls out was established after we kind of played around with. We didn't just rip off the Band-Aid of balls out for Caballas. We can't just go get hard for Brungard.
Why not?
Maybe we can.
I don't see why we
Why
can't.
is everything dick and ball related on this show?
I can't think. I don't know. This is a child. This is awful. Awful humor. North Dakota State leads in everything. I'm not doing it again this week where they lead in third down. They lead in first.
Yeah, we're not going to list everything.
Doing
Just
it.
check the list. They're at the top of everything.
They're there at everything. They're so good. And I have interest in this game because it's one of two ranked matchups. Thanks, Week 10. Thank you. It's also that North Dakota State is playing a team very different than South Dakota State, who they played last week and who they beat last week. South Dakota State is a really good team that just not as good as NDSU right now, whereas Youngstown State, they got arguably the Walter Payton leading their team and then a squad around him. So they beat a team.
Brungy's got the Walter Payton unlock. I don't know.
Are you sure?
I think Cole Payton's going to win this thing.
I don't know, dude.
Dude, you see some of those.
Brungard 16th in pass yards, tied for 22nd in pass touchdowns.
I get
fourth
that.
in rush yards, second in rush touchdowns.
He's got great stats, but when we marry the great stats with the best team in the sport, it's going to Cole Payton. Dude,
he's having a great year. I get it. 27 touchdowns and quick maths, over 2,500 total yards.
Yeah, dog. I don't know what you're talking. I don't know what you're talking. He is the driver of the best offense in the sport and one of the best offenses in college football, just overall. I tell you what, my feed is showing me the right shit because it's either ass or it's Cole Payton highlights. Nice. And every time I get a Cole Payton highlight, I stop and I watch it and I go, this dude rocks. This dude's a good football player. And then I keep looking at the ass.
He does rock. He is good. Just saying, I'm thinking that this Brungard guy is making himself a case this year.
Yeah, he'll be a finalist.
Decent Youngstown. He's got Youngstown.
No, I'm not disrespecting good old Brungard.
I don't like Bo. He don't want to.
I know you're hard for Brungard.
You don't want to get hard for Brungard. That's fine.
I'm almost there. I'm halfway.
You are not halfway. I need a Blue Chew. No, you are not halfway.
We're not sponsored by Blue Chew, though.
You are.
How do we get Brungard sponsored by Blue Chew? Here. Can we broker a deal and take a percentage of it? He seems like a good Christian boy. I don't know if he's going to want us talking about him like this.
Gosh, yeah, I couldn't get a phallic reference in there. I couldn't do it. Sorry.
Yeah, he does not look like he would be entertained by us.
Who? Bo?
But yeah, I don't know if he.
You know why? Because he's busy running the goddamn rock as hard as anybody in the nation.
This is true.
That's why. I got other stuff to do, like running through your defense every game. I love it. What is the average here? Quick maths: 200 passing yards a game, 100 plus rush yards a game. Insane. This is a guy that I want to see what North Dakota State does. I want to see what you do when you have that pass run option where you have to. I'm not even going to invoke the name of a great Montana State quarterback because for some reason that gets people angry. So I'm not going to do that. But if North Dakota State goes out, they got a little trouble with this guy, this phenomenal athlete. It could be a little more entertaining than SDSU in that matchup.
I think that one thing, obviously, to pay attention to is how does this North Dakota State defense that has been so smothering to opposing offenses, how do they handle Brungard? You noted 21 sacks on the year, which is one of the best totals in college or at the FCS level, sorry. I think that this defensive line is one of the best equipped to slowing him down. And we've already seen this. I wouldn't compare what they did to Marble last week because it's first time him stepping in, but like Rittenhouse is not the same level of elusiveness as Brungard is, but they bottled up Rittenhouse pretty well, and he wasn't really able to be as dynamic and as impactful as we would have hoped he would. So that could be the separation point here is the NDSU defensive line. Yeah,
Youngstown's O-line has been fine, averaging about 1 sack given up per game. They have some other players around Brungard, but it's going to be, can you keep that guy upright? Can you keep the offense moving down the field? Can you keep his jersey clean? It's going to get dirty because he's running all over the place, falling to the ground. But for the offensive line position, can you keep the back of his jersey clean? That's what maybe I was looking for, is making sure that he is not going down outside of his own accord, because if he's just operating in his own game, creating that nice Bo Brungard symphony of touchdowns and yardage,
sure,
then he's gonna do that. We're gonna have a nice little masterpiece. But the jealous composer gets in there, starts ripping up the paper, then we got no song. And Youngstown State doesn't have much life. They got a decent defense. They got Michael Wells, 4 sacks. It's okay. DJ Harris is all right in the back end. They don't have a lot, though. It's really this quarterback versus the Goliath. That's what the game is. I'm not watching out for Max Tomzak. I practiced that.
Did you?
Lighting up I thought I had it, honestly. Lighting up the North Dakota State defense. I'm wondering, how long are you going to contain this guy? And if North Dakota State really contains him, the most slippery, one of the most dangerous offensive threats in the FCS this year, it would be fair to assume they don't lose another game. It'd be fair to assume nobody
I think
could score on them.
I think we could have assumed that.
It'd be fair to assume that they're walking into the championship.
Years ago. Yeah. One of their biggest threats in FCS, though, could be Tarleton State, who is highly ranked at the current moment. They're facing off with Abilene Christian this week. We've got Grimace on Grimace. Gabalis, get your balls out, Gabalis. Has been back on the field. Him, Trey Page have created a dynamic duo. Trey Page has 839 yards and 7 touchdowns. Gabalis, 16 touchdowns, 1 pick so far in the year. But ACU has their own level of steadiness. Here's the one thing with ACU. They lose inexplicable games, but they've got some really quality wins where they played really well against SFA, Austin Peay, and West Georgia. And then that loss to Incarnate Word has kind of reshaped how we should look at them perspective-wise. But it's still a solid team who is going to give Tarleton a run for their money.
I worry about ACU in this one. ACU, I was hoping, could be a really good Grimace team this year. They're doing well. They're doing fine. But Stone Earl throws too many picks, 8 on the year to 15 touchdowns. It's not acceptable. He knows that. The coaches know that. Everyone knows that. I'm not picking on him, but that's just hurting their offense. They don't have a running back that is lighting it up. Their leader is Jordan Vaughn, 416 yards, 4 touchdowns. Suboptimal. That's just how it's offensively suboptimal walking into week 10. And they're going to have to face up against like a 6-headed beast in Tarleton. Gabalis is good. If he goes down, guess what? Daniel Greek can step in. He held the ship strong for 3 weeks. Didn't lose a game with the backup. That's a pretty good team right there. I got 3 running backs over 7 touchdowns. Trey Page, the third, James Page, and Caleb Lewis with 9. Who are you stopping? Who on this offense are you rolling up on? I'm never gonna get mad at the sneeze, pal. The sneeze is happening.
We don't have a cough button.
You should have done it right in the mic and shot it right at
everywhere.
Your camera. Yeah,
it would have gotten all over you.
That would have definitely weaned out some of the haters from here that don't like the show.
How?
Too much back and forth, not enough game. Get that about once a week now. Every show. Guys, that's what it is.
How many?
It's
every
back
year,
and forth.
Every year. When have we done? We do this every year.
Look, thank God we got John Poopin' Fartin that could step in.
John Poopin' Fartin gets it. Yeah. John Poopin' Fartin is the fan that we want to attract.
John Poopin' Fartin anime profile picture. That is our listener.
I don't even know if he's real, man. I got no idea if John Poopin' Fartin's a real human being. I want to shake his hand.
That's either a 13-year-old in the mountains of Montana or the guy's 50.
Yeah, it's the latter. He's 50. How many times?
I think it's younger.
I think he's a 35-year-old, just like Rack is. I think they're all 35 years old that are married and they're bored of their marriages, and then they create
John Poopin' Fartin.
John Poopin' Fartin because they've got a good sense of humor, and then they find us. They go, "Oh, these guys get me," so I'm going to provide really deep analysis. What did he say yesterday?
Getting Presbyterian, one lost Presbyterian, an at-large bid. It's just a funny ass comment.
He took it very seriously.
Oh my God!
We were giving a one-loss Presbyterian team an at-large bid, but there's nothing anyone could do. And John Poopin' Fartin gets it. What is that anime?
Dude, I don't know. Normally, I kind of get the vibe. Like if I see one. I'm so deep and such a nerd. If I see like a One Piece profile picture, I'm like, okay, I kind of know what this person's about. Like I know it would make them laugh. I know that. when I start seeing these characters that I got no clue what they are, I'm like, you are a stranger. And that's actually one where I perk up a little bit. Like, whoa, let's see, let's monitor this situation. I'm pulling the high beams out.
So I'm registering though that he was in on the bet. He was supportive of the Presbyterian bit that I put on last show.
Hey, not a bit from me, bit from the bit maker over there with Presbyterian.
Hey, you respect that Presbyterian, you
face.
piece of shit.
No, that's
this guy hates you.
I don't.
This game, we were talking about it. Look, ACU is just too inconsistent for me to buy into him. I think that now that Gabalis is back on the field, to their credit, by the way, when they didn't have Gabalis, they didn't lose a step, which I think plays to the depth and the quality of this team. And then he comes back on the field, and then they're picking up right where they left off when they lost him for a period of time. This Tarleton team is legit. I still give more credit to the Montanas and the Montana States and even the South Dakota States of the FCS landscape. I give them a little bit more credit because Tarleton's not really being as challenged as those teams are.
They're also very new.
Yeah, they're very new, so it's hard to really truly register how good Tarleton is at the current moment. I'm happy to put them in the top 5, around the top 5, but
they're real good.
I still respect them though to win on their schedule and to dominate their schedule.
Yeah, it's been a really interesting ascension for them. Loud and brash when they started, took some lumps, got rolling big when NIL started rolling in. That Texas money, buy stock in these Texas schools, man. They all got a booster. They all got a donor. They all got somebody that can empty out the coffers to get a good football team. Tarleton, the first really good example of that in the FCS. But all the other Texas teams, I don't think are going to be far behind. I don't. These schools in places where people care about football and have a lot of resources will get better in the FCS, no matter how much they get stripped in the portal, no matter how many guys transfer out or graduate. It's going to be a better level of consistency from these programs that have the backing of the community.
And for some context, by the way, for how good Tarleton is. So when I do my ballot, when I get to around the midway point of the year, I adjust my parameters for how I make my decisions for where teams are placed. I don't solely make my decisions off of this. I've talked about this before, but I use a combined metric of this information to then sort where teams go. I include wins. I have added points for quality wins. I take points away for bad losses. And then I also include as a separate point total, point differential, average point differential per game. This Tarleton team, 29.1 is their average point differential this season. That is how much they typically win by. NDSU, for context, is 33.3. Montana is 17.4. So there's a pretty big separation. They're kind of like the Indiana of last year, where they don't have a lot of super challenging games on the schedule, but they're kicking the shit out of everyone. So it's like, okay, that's the context of how good they are. ACU, on the other hand, by the way, negative 2.4 is their average point differential. So they're one of the few teams that's not in the green.
Yeah,
can't win games like that.
No, thank you for bringing a nice metric talk into the show.
Yeah, I made my own.
It's not all.
I made my own. That could all be a bunch of bullshit. I don't know. I could just be saying numbers. Could you imagine?
Dude, I could imagine.
Could you imagine if I just did that for 5 minutes?
I could imagine.
That'd be a good bit.
No, it would not be.
But
people would not like that.
A bunch of numbers
from you. No, they trust you. All right, they trust.
At least my metrics have names that make sense.
Here's the thing: you wear glasses, so people think that the numbers coming out of your mouth are correct.
I disagree. I think the opposite happens. They look at me and they automatically think I'm lame.
Yes, but
I have a different word that is often used, but I'm not going to say it. Okay. Any final thoughts on this?
Tarleton's really good. These are the 2 ranked matchups we got this week, folks.
They're good matchups.
They're fine, but it's we're not seeing a lot of 10 versus 15 or 8 versus 6. It's more. I don't 5 versus 25 or fringe or bubble, or is there a good rivalry or something that we could talk like there's not a lot good hearty matchups in the FCS. And I don't know, it's been kind of dry this year, right?
No, actually, I disegree. I think that we've had some pretty nice blue blood games.
Almost.
Okay. FC estimates. Sean went 6-10 last week. I went 6-10. Your boy is still up by 10 on this doofus. 66-27-1. Sean is 56-37-1 because he's ass. First game, Idaho at Northern Arizona.
Idaho.
Bad pick, Northern Arizona. Gardner-Webb at Tennessee Tech.
Tennessee Tech.
Tech it up. Stony Brook at Maine.
I wanted you to pick Maine here. I really did.
Stony Brook. Why would I do that? I ain't giving Tyler Cruz any love. Okay. Stony Brook. North Dakota at South Dakota.
He's doing well, I hope. North Dakota.
North Dakota is going to smoke South Dakota. Mercer at Furman. Number 5, North Dakota is going to smoke South Dakota. Mercer at Furman.
Mercer
as
I hate this game, by the way.
Why?
Because Furman just keeps on winning games, and then the second you look at them, they lose the worst game you've ever seen. Sick of Furman.
Yeah, I don't really pay much attention.
It's kind of floating around there also.
They lost to Presbyterian. Respect Presbyterian. Respect.
It's a fraud watch ass game right here.
Respect Presbyterian. Alabama State at Prairie View A&M.
Prairie View A&M.
Why?
They're good this year.
No, they're not.
I also have to challenge.
Bama State.
I also can't go with the same picks that you.
Bama State. Yeah, you wait till I put my picks in, and then you try to go opposite of them so that you can save your stupid ass.
I got to scheme it.
Tarleton at ACU.
Tarleton.
Sac State. We still are probably Tarleton.
I can't do it again. I can't. We've done it.
The way that people try to type it out for us never clarifies it because they just type it out in a way that does not make it easy.
Tarleton. I'm like, are we not doing? Are we not?
It's just like Drew Aller. Drew Aller is the most annoying when people go like, guys, it's pronounced Drew Aller, and it's like I'm saying Drew Aller. No, it's Drew Aller, and it's like, is it Drew Aller or Drew Aller? And it's like, well, it's actually Drew Aller, and then there's no clear defined.
You know,
if there's not much of if you can't phonetically clearly describe the difference between the two things, I'm not going out of my way to pronounce it correctly because that means it's too close. I'm sorry.
I'm gonna start using noises for this stuff or numbers. Team 5. Yeah, there you go. Team 5 in this one.
Sac State at
my ass about pronouncing Tarleton. Get off my dick piece. What are we at?
Sac State at Ewu.
Sac State.
Sac State for me. Western Carolina at Chat.
Western Carolina.
I'm going to take WCU as well. UTRVG X. Triple X at SFA.
God. That has been, what was that execution there? X? Triple X? Come on. Wish I could give it to you. You needed to commit. You are making a tragic mistake here, Joe. Your pick is a tragic mistake. UTRGV for the win.
SFA is a very good team on the Joe DeLeone metric. Made up numbers.
You know what? The metric also you might be leaving out is nickname ability for these for the squads.
The metric, I do not have them this high, but the metric has them at 16th. They have an average point differential of 14.3. They have no quality wins, but they obviously have a solid record.
I'm going to make a movie one day, and you're going to star in it.
No.
And it's going to be a Matrix ripoff, and it's going to be called The Metric. And it's all going to be about you wading through college football numbers and teams while others try to kill you for your hot takes.
I'm taking SFA.
Would you watch The Metric?
Eat shit.
Or The Metric Reloaded?
At Joe DeLeone, at Sanderson Radio, at Hack City Pod. Do what you want with your lives after listening to this show.